Hi everyone and welcome to today's stretch routine. This is a routine that you could do after any kind of workout that you've done to unwind and loosen off any tight areas for your cool down, or you could also use it as a daily stretch routine just to keep your body mobile and loose as a daily maintenance workout. So let's get started. We're going to start down on our hands and knees here and for some spinal mobility with cat-cow. So you want to have equal weight over both hands and both knees. Have the shoulders above your wrists and hips above your knees. We're going to curl the head under, curl the tailbone under to arch the spine to the ceiling, and then let the tailbone out to drop the spine down. So as we arch up here, push the shoulder blades apart, push the spine to the ceiling, and then as we come down, feel the stomach lowering, the lower back arching down. Take a breath in as we arch up, and a breath out as we come down. Breathing is really useful with your stretching and mobility to emphasize the changes in the right place. So let's breathe out, push towards the ceiling, push the mat away from you, and back. Let's take one more. And then you want to rest somewhere in the middle here. So back into our neutral position. So from here, we're going to come on to thread the needle for some rotation. So keeping that position, we're going to thread this arm down low, and then you're going to open up to the ceiling. Thread down low, hips go behind, and then rotate through the chest, the shoulders, right up to the fingertips. Take a breath in as we get low, breath out as we come tall. Pausing here, we're going to come onto our rock back adductor stretch. So we're going to extend one leg out to the side here. And then from here, we're going to send the hips down low to get a stretch through this inner thigh, and then come back up onto all fours. Stretch it down, hips go low, and come back. One last time, come down. And then we're going to stay back on the hands here, and you're going to thread this arm down, get as low as you can, reach these fingertips away. Just a really lovely stretch for that inner thigh with the body. And then come back up. Come back to hands and knees for thread the needle the other way. So we're going to reach this arm low, open up to the ceiling, rotate through the chest, and come down. Take a breath in. And a breath out to the fingertips. And once more. And lengthening tall. Come back to that hand and knees position. Extend this leg out for our rock back adductors. From there, send your hips back behind you, chest low to the floor, and then come back up again. Breathing out, sink down into your mat. And back up. One last time. Breathing out. Sink yourself low. Staying back on the hands here, we're then going to thread this arm under, reach out in front, get nice and low as you can. And then come back to the start. From here, we're going to take it into a full body stretch for the back of the body. The calves, the hamstrings, the hips, all the way through the back with our downward facing dog. So keep the toes tucked under. We're going to push through the hands and toes and send your hips back behind you. Eye gaze looks down towards your knees. And then come back to those knees. So it's a nice dynamic stretch. Come back to the knees. And then this time we're going to stay here. Make any adjustments to feel comfortable. We're going to lift one heel off the floor and focus your attention on pushing this heel to the floor. Still pushing yourself back with the hands, and then change legs. Just let the head hang heavy, nice and relaxed. And just keep breathing in and out as we alternate legs. Okay, both heels together, reach down, back to our dynamic movement. Knees to the floor, push back. Knees to the floor, push back. Last time, staying here. We're going to step one foot forward, drop the back knee, and then bring the arms up for our lunge stretch. So you just want to bring the hips forward so that you're feeling it down this back hip flexor, and lengthen your tailbone down underneath you. From there, bring the arms out and then come off the stretch and come into the stretch. Come off, come in. One last time. From here, we're going to take it into a swan stretch for your glutes muscles. So we're going to drop this leg to the floor and stretch this leg out behind you. And you're going to melt your chest over the top of this knee and tell your hip to let go, to relax, and just breathe out. Bring the chest low towards the toes and back to the knee. And to the toes and back to the knee. Staying here for one big exhale, get a little bit lower, and then gently release. Taking yourself back to your knees, we're going to come up for another downward facing dog. Eye gaze towards your knees, heels to the floor, and then you're going to step through with the opposite leg. Knee comes down, come up for our lunge stretch. So ride the hips forward, glancing down through the shoulders, and then bring those arms down. So we're going to come forwards, arms come out, and come off. Come down, come off, and once more, holding it here, and then relaxing down for our swan stretch. So drop this leg down, send this leg out behind you, drop the hip down so you're sitting on this hip. Bring that chest as low as you can and breathe out to the hip. Walk round to the toes and back to the knee. Staying low, round to the toes and back to the knee. Breathing out, we're just going to stay slightly longer. And then gently lift up from here. Coming into a seated position now. You can sit cross-legged if that feels good for you. We're going to take our upper back stretching routine here. So clasp the hands, look down, push down, reach through to the ceiling and down. Look down, push down, stretch to the ceiling and down. One last time. And then we're just going to finish with some mermaid stretches. So we're going to float this arm up, glue your bottom bones down to the floor, and then take it to the other side. Lift your rib cage, breathing out. This time we're going to inhale, hold, expand your rib cage to feel that stretch deepening, and exhale, come over. Hold as we inhale, and exhale. Give everything a good loose enough. And that is us finished our stretch routine. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it'll be useful if you've just finished a workout or to implement into your daily routine to keep your body feeling good.